They wanted to get the ball. They want to find the end zone. Right now in Dobson territory on the 42. Out on the right side, able to find his man, dragging Dobson Mustangs along with them. Patrick Ross making some moves here for the Vikings.
Really nice.
And already, Sunnyslope storming down the field, 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. Rogers finds a hole down the middle, trying to turn his legs forward, and will get this ball inside the 5.
Really nice block by Joseph Gillespie, 5'11", 285 pounds, number 53. Pulls around on a fold block from his right guard, throws the key block.
Rogers gets it right back immediately and into the end zone. It doesn't take 2 minutes. Sunnyslope in the end zone.
A lot of times coaches will draw up, script their first couple drives. Don't know if you could script a better opening drive for Sunnyslope than you saw right there. Couple passes, couple runs. Really nice job by that offensive line as we get a great drone shot. One of the best shots in the valley from the drone. Look out for them against Stanford this Saturday.
They're backing out CW7. CW's had quite the slate of games lately. Here's a beautiful shot again. Just rolls off the fingers beautifully to Jaden Menton. And Menton's able to bring this ball about 15 yards.
Nice big target. You talk about
number 88, Everett Stockington.
Yeah,
good route.
I think that's Everest
Vanacore. Eyeing deep, unloads, middle of the field, hits the target, turn on the afterburners. Slope in the end zone again. Ryder Sharon, touchdown number 3 on the year.
Running right down that seam, outruns the safeties for Dobson. Good pass protection, not a blue jersey around the quarterback. Gets behind the coverage there of Jonathan Balisto and gets into the end zone.
Perfect route, perfect throw. Saw the open man, and just like that, Brunsvold, eyes right. Almost got slapped, completed for a first down, backing up for more. And a good bit of backwards running there by Kymir Tyler.
Another one of those big targets, only a junior, 6'2", 210 pounds. Bunch of white jerseys around there. Somehow Brunsvold fitted in there. Tyler caught the football.
22 receiving yards. Brunsvold has some pocket time, has to escape, tucks it for a first down and more. Into Sunnyslope territory. There's some fire under the belly of the Mustangs.
Took a peek at his first read. Nobody's there. Pocket closing down. Saw a little gap to his right. Gets out there and picks up a ton of yardage. Now they're on the other.
Let's go, Dobson! Oh, he should be right there.
Big boot gets this ball to the 10-yard line. Winston finds a hole beyond the 30. Able to bring this just about to the 40-yard line here. Dobson again trying to find some momentum.
Well, they have some momentum. Great job with the special teams. Catches the ball on a line drive. Great initial blocking. And then you just allow that athletic ability and speed from Winston to take.
Easy drone. The most comprehensive coverage of sports here in Arizona. Visit sports360az.com. Rogers brings that ball all the way back, more than a 15-yard gain. And just like that, Sunnyslope moves the chains again with their run game.
Really nice job by the right side of that offensive line. You just see this open up. You seal down. Really good job. And then you've got a really talented running back on your hands.
Second down and goal from the 3-yard line. Under center, pushing forward. Bulldozing into the end zone. Held on by Royce Vanacore. Touchdown, Sunnyslope.
Well, they're running kind of the tush push, but they ran it for about the 3.5-yard line, and nobody there in the middle. The interior of that offensive line comes up.
Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson has only attempted 5 passes so far this year, has not completed any of them. Takes the ball himself this time and picks up about a good 14 yards.
Well, and obviously you bring him in. He comes over to the sidelines, a whole new dynamic when you get 33 out there. I mean, when you get 33 out there, you said Jeremiah.
He has Newcomb still in the backfield with him. Second down and 5 here on the 39. And he gets met by a big Viking body stuffed in the backfield. How about Joseph Gillespie rushing the offensive line and takes down the QB?
My goodness, he looked like a bulldozer.
He looked like a real Viking.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he's coming down. He's tearing down the house, the line, the running back. My goodness gracious. 5'11", 285 pounds.
Third down attempt, and they end up having to boot it away. They give the ball right back to Roger. Finds a hole, moves beyond the 40, and just like that, Sunnyslope is back in Dobson territory.
They've obviously found something on the right side of that offensive line for Sunnyslope. They just keep handing it off. You see big number 65, and looks like 53 right there lead the.
Third down and 2 from the 30, 2:51 to go. Keeping it by himself. Finds a hole and moves this ball inside the red zone here. It's another tricky play from Royce Vanacore.
And I don't even know how tricky it is. It's just, hey, line up, snap the ball to your quarterback. Great double team. Another name that we really haven't talked a whole lot about, Hayden Slavin, the senior.
On the 18-yard line here, Vanacore with a little pump. It might have almost got deflected. Charging forward, looking for that first down. Connor Woodward wanted everything on that play, but he'll only pick up 9.
I mean, what a nice job. You see the defender right in front of you. Tyler jumps up, and you change the trajectory of the.
First and goal on the 7-yard line for SHS. And here comes some extra help in the backfield, too. Vanacore, Rogers, cut center, diving forward. Second TD of the night, and the Sunnyslope Vikings score again.
Well, it really helps when you can line up number 88, Everest Talkington. He's another junior, 6'3", 220 pounds. He's lined up at the right fullback, kicks out the defensive end, carries into the end zone. Nice job. That right side of the offensive line have themselves one heck of a game for Sunnyslope here in the first half.
A couple weekends ago, Rogers gets the call here, opens up a hole down the middle, continues to move forward inside the 20, beating blue jerseys back and forth, and it's a hat trick. Kelton Rogers, third touchdown on the night. Back-to-back weeks, Dale. Hat trick for this number 9 junior.
Well, again, it's the same play. It's counter right, left guard, left tackle are pulling. Left guard kicks out. Left tackle number 77 for Sunnyslope. That's Jude Jacobs. He's doing a 40-yard sprint. Run a lot further than I know. Spring and summer and be a part of what Dobson's trying to build.
Jackson stutter stepping, breaks free, and gets inside the 30-yard line. It's another first down for the Mustangs. Now this offensive crowd is starting to come alive, Dale.
And again, a high snap, able to reel the snap in, and then you just see the elusiveness. A lot of white jerseys diving in.
Jackson will look to throw. He had his first pass completion of the year, and that's going to be an interception. Strutting down the sideline. Almost pulled across and finally shoved out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Elijah Scroggins picks up INT number 1. Comes on a huge 4th and 10 for the Slope defense.
Really long throw. One hash to the other side, the numbers, into the wind. I think it's a lot to ask of your young quarterback. Ball hangs up for a little bit. And then, as you said, timed it perfectly. Scroggins, he had a little speed behind him.
Oh, yes, the announcers were going crazy. Deep ball brought down and caught. Cameron Pingel brings down the ball from senior quarterback Ryan Chikalis. Chikalis now in the ball game. This is a senior on the team. He lost the starting job 1 year ago to Royce Vanacore, and now Chikalis was still voted the senior leading captain for this team. So even as the backup quarterback, he's still a captain. Nebraska in '97 has that Fiesta Bowl record of longest punt return. Played for the Arizona Cardinals, as well as this ball gets slung out to Winston, and he'll pick up the first down. And on top of that, talking to Brad Sesmat, he reminded me of the story actually when he was playing that 1 year with the Cardinals. He was pretty tight with Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman was borrowing Bobby Newcomb's bike to ride to the facility, and then for Bobby to big old plaster on the wall. Brunsvold again and finds Winston for another big game after the holding penalty. Picks up about 14. And final seconds here.
Yeah, you can see, again, you can see the makings of good things that could come from this Dobson team. I mean,
the Vikings offensively, defensively came out tonight. Brunsvold again finds Winston, breaks free, and Dobson will make a house call right before the buzzer. Jorgen Winston, the lone TD tonight in the Fiesta Bowl High School football showdown for the Dobson Mustangs. And you can tell it's been an exhausting night for DHS.